So we are just coming off of your introduction concert. So can you tell us what the introduction means for those that don't know you? Where did you get the concept from?
The introduction means because I have spent so much time singing with either my family or with other groups over the past years. The introduction is simply introducing myself, Jeremiah Roberts, and individual music, original music that I have labored with and sat with for, some of them have been years, and introducing my solo project and me as a solo artist. This is the first time that I've really stepped out as an individual. So not only was my first debut concert the introduction, but the rest that you will see throughout this year will correlate with the introduction. The introduction will be continued for the rest of this year.
What can we expect from your debut album?
Believe it or not, you are going to get a great mixture. I know everybody knows that I love quartet.
Right.
But there won't be much quartet on this album. There'll be some praise and worship. There'll be some inspirational, acoustic, a little bit traditional, a little bit of quartet as well.
So when can we expect your debut album?
Later this year in 2017. Later this year in 2017, it will all be complete. In just a couple months, I will have single number 2 out. And so from there, the album will follow a couple months after.
So you mentioned that this is all original material.
Yes.
So what is your favorite track?
My favorite song on this album would have to be Through It All. And I say that because all of these songs on this album that you will hear, they do identify with me and at some area in the timeline of my life thus far. But I think that's the only song that all of it really identifies with me in every step of the way. It's not one that I had to find lyrics for in certain parts to make the song complete. It's a song that actually wrote itself, as some artists say. And very rarely do we have those moments. And I think that's why it's my favorite.
So, can you sing a little bit for us?
Sure, I'll sing a little bit of it. Here we go. You held my hand through it all. You held me stand, Lord Jesus, through it all. You carried me through it all. Through it all, through it all, through it all. Lord, you've been so good to me, yeah. Through it all, through it all, through it all.
So is there a tour in the works for Jeremiah Roberts?
There is a tour, and I'm super, super excited. Right now, we're at 4 cities. We intend to hit the great state of Iowa, Nebraska, Texas, and Oklahoma. So far, those are more of the ones that are set in concrete. And of course, we're going to end it in the great state of Kansas. I mean, there's no place to be. I will no longer have to say you're not in Kansas anymore.
So if you could collab with any artist, who would it be?
I am someone who just loves collaborating, period. I love sharing the stage. I love getting ideas, exchanging them, making them work, and becoming one identity. My favorite singers that I love to listen to would happen to be Luther Barnes. I love Luther Barnes. I'm a huge fan of Kathy Taylor and Karen Clark Sheard. Those are probably who I listen to throughout the week mostly. Number 1 is Luther Barnes. I'm a quartet. I just love it. But I love collaborating, period. So I really don't have any preference with anyone to collaborate with. I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the experiment and the opportunity.
So, if you were to pick a label to shop your album to, who would you pick?
Well, that's a tough question. There are so many out there. I really can't say right now who I would pick, but all of you beware because I have something coming to you. So it's kind of something that when it comes to you looking at labels and labels looking at you exchange information, you exchange contracts, you find who works with you and for you the best, who not only gives you most of what you want, but in return, you're delivering in a way that they expect you to as well. So it's really like a marriage. And so with those things, you never really know until you give them a shot.
So where do you see yourself in like 2 to 3 years?
Prayerfully and hopefully, renowned, traveling, doing ministry, music ministry full time. That is my passion, to be able to travel with a live band and to be able to go from place to place and deliver melodies of music to people and just enjoy life and enjoy the music on the road. I love that feeling.
So are there any last things that you would like all of us, your fans, to know?
Stay tuned. There is more coming. We have, like I stated earlier, the tour later this year in the summer. There will also be an acoustic concert in the works here in the great city of Wichita. Stay tuned for that as well. Above all else, be looking on iTunes and waiting for my music to drop. If you haven't bought my single, Day by Day, please purchase that. I'm definitely that it will be a blessing to you, and I pray that it will be just as much of a blessing to you as it was to me recording it.
Great. Thank you so much, Jeremiah Roberts.
Thank you so much. God bless you all.